Hey guys, it's Wade the Wallaby. I just want to let you guys know that I am actually still not able to live stream, but in the meantime, I need to tell you something very important. Now, you may know I am a space enthusiast and I love space exploration, but I do know how corporates work and how they basically sort of put your eyes into the wrong areas. I'm sure you're probably familiar with the title of the video, and you're probably wondering why you don't want to buy it. And here's why. Corporates, such as games developers, like to make new games and basically push away the old games. And here's why. Because they want you to buy a new game each time. This is kind of a planned obsolescence. Now, this might sound ridiculous from me, but if you have a bigger brain like me, you probably understand. Now, Surviving Mars is a great game. And here's why you should buy it now, because apparently they're going to be removing it from Buy Store. I'm not sure that's going to be Steam related. Either way, it's ridiculous. Now, I've had it since 2018, so I'm pretty much a veteran for Surviving Mars. But if they're not able, because it's literally the same thing, maybe things will change, but I don't believe so. What I'm seeing right now is basically a copy, but they changed some things. Now, obviously, this is basically the same thing. All DLCs we worked, really? Really? What is this going to achieve? I mean, seriously, what is this going to achieve? First of all, let's get deep dive into why. I should have said that before. What these corporations do is that when they release a game, and what happens is that when they release a game, they update a few times. Now, of course, Valve is different. They, of course, instead of releasing new games each time, they instead update the games more often. That's probably why there's no Half-Life 3 yet. They're waiting on something. But you got Battlefield 2, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 5, Battlefield 6, Battlefield 7, Battlefield 1. Yeah, that is the issue. Now, of course, they don't abandon them because they got to do bug fixes and, of course, anti-cheat. You know, they got to upkeep that because there are some players that still play the old version, but they have not turned them off on the buy section. Now, of course, Survive Mars, this is bad for them. If they would have left it being purchasable with the reworked, I would be fine. But they're saying that they're going to make it unavailable for purchase. Now, I'm not sure if this is a marketing technique, but in reality, this is ridiculous because I've been playing Surviving Mars here and there. Probably see me on Steam. Go ahead. Also, Simon's on the gaming chair, so I have to stand up. But it's a tactic. It is a marketing tactic that I've noticed. And it's just a waste of money. Here's what you could do. If you go in the workshop, if you're a modder, you could do the same thing that they have already done with the reworked. As a matter of fact, you could just literally make since they have the workshop on Surviving Mars, you could pretty much modify it anytime you want to and do exactly. So what they're doing is that they're just basically releasing a game that is basically the same thing, and they're claiming it's going to rework. And you can see the comment section. And it seems like I think they figured out that I'm one of those people that want to smash their economy. And here's what Survivor Mars should do. They should just modify the game itself. I don't care if it makes mods obsolete if they're not updating. But no, they're making an entire game that's just the exact same thing. Maybe there are some differences like, lighting and AI, but it doesn't matter. You can literally do the same thing, and that's what they're doing. Same thing with Kerbal Space Program. They're not doing anything. Just put it aside of the road and done with it. Because apparently other companies and all that shit. Either way, don't buy it. If it does come out, do not pre-order it. We are going to step up and show these corporations who's boss. And what they're going to do is that most of these, when games come up like this, they're not going to go very well. When people start buying it, they're going to start be like, this is a terrible game, I want a refund. You've seen that before, like what happened to Fallout 76, what happened to Cyberpunk 2077. Those games were released, and that was, of course, kinks. And, of course, over time, they did fix them, but it took them a while. But this... what happened to Homeworld 3? Homeworld 3, thank goodness I didn't pre-order it, because golly, I've heard... Now, of course, maybe they have changed over time, and that's probably why, but that's the initial response. When people start buying something and they see something, they think it's good. But when they try it, it gets depressing. So that's why corporations are kind of failing sometimes. So, best way to do it is not to update your games. Because if you have a game that's pretty good, and now there's an update, there's going to be some people, you don't have to make an entire new game. Hey, at least it's not as bad as replacing a game with a new source code to fuck up, Gary's mod, like, Counter-Strike Global Offense. I actually got that by accident. Because I meant to buy Counter-Strike Source, which you probably need, and Team Fortress 2, just, mostly Counter-Strike Source, because... yeah, a lot of people use Counter-Strike Source. But seriously, I don't like those corporations. I don't like what Valve did, but what their strategy is, I wish that they just made it into like two different games. Like what they did with Grand Theft Auto 5. At least they kept both games. I've tried the new enhanced, but that's why they kept the old one, because people may not be adjusted to the new one. Of course, I got it for free because I already had it before, so thumbs up for Rockstar. Rockstar, so far, has given me positive feelings. I think they're the best corporation that, they seem to be, so, yeah. Especially they get my account back when I got hacked, which I didn't know I was hacked, but, yeah. That tells you one thing. Maybe because I have a Steam account and I bought it from Steam. Yeah, because Steam is really secure. It's got a good... yeah, but, it's just... don't buy it. Okay? My preference is to... if you haven't bought it already, which of course you can for right now. Now, of course, they could be trolling us and say, oh, we trolled you. Not really. They say, oh, we had some problems or blah, blah, blah. We're just going to... delays or something like that. Now, the future is unpredictable, maybe something will happen or, so, Okay, Simon. International Dog Day. Well, screw you. I thought it was International Werewolf Day. Actually, it's every Wednesday. And why doesn't it want me to log into Rockstar? Okay. Does this want me... You can see my microphone was kind of a bit awkward. Yeah, I'm not live streaming, so I keep forgetting. I have to type in everything. I'm not telling you, Mike, because that's how I got hacked. I think I misclicked. Nope, I got it right. Okay, apparently. So yeah, I do have Surviving Mars. Go away. Okay, sorry about that. I can't pause. If I do, I have to make another episode. I didn't mean to open that up. Why is there anime? I don't like anime. Apparently, I saw Werewolf the Apocalypse on as an ad. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. I think it knows that I love werewolves. But either way, werewolves aside to Martian, I did see one comment that I recognize. He said, "What about Surviving Venus?" And he's like, What about surviving Venus? Yeah, I had the same thing. I think it would be pretty difficult, but I have some ways of making it around. Hey guys, you should hire me instead. What the hell is this? Wednesdays? Go away! No, I'm not interested in Wendy's. Go away! Hide this. Yes. Wednesday, yes. I don't give a shit! In fact, it's just a waste of money. I'm not spending... I'm not because I'm like... Oh, man. So, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Leave me alone. Not you, guys. Okay, so that's... Just don't buy it, okay? Until further notice. And if you have any questions, just comment and I'll probably will tell you about it. Just... Yeah.